March turned out to be an interesting month for the free games market. In comparison to the last few months, the quantity of games decreased and the quality has risen just a little bit. Today, I'll be listing and recommending you the 5 games that grabbed my attention enough for me to consider them to be the best March has to offer. So here they are, in no particular order. I'll start with probably the most interesting and unique game on the list. When the Darkness Comes. It's a walking simulator that interacts and acknowledges a player depending on what they do and how they interact with things in the game. Think of the Stanley Parable, similar, but instead of a narrator you hear a voice of the game developer communicating with you. It's also one of those games like Doki Doki Literature Club that messes with you a little by messing with your Windows files. But don't be alarmed, it's really well done and I wouldn't want to spoil anything about it. This game also features different endings, and the game can be played multiple times. Each time the game will acknowledge that you've played it before, and the game will change depending on how many times you've played it. I actually wanted to do a full playthrough of it on my channel, but my recording unfortunately got corrupted. Still, this is a game best experienced by yourself, and I can't recommend it enough. It's the best free game released on Steam in the last 3 months I've been doing these lists, and it would be a crime not to check it out. We started strong, but we won't slow down. I present to you Black Survival, a survival multiplayer game that comes with many Battle Royale elements, but not enough to call it Battle Royale in my opinion. It's a part of a mobile game, but hear me out. Don't click away just yet. I have a very strong opinion that most mobile games are just pure garbage, but this one is really unique and addicting. The game is played like this. You start on an island with 9 other players and some starting gear. You need to explore this island and many of its unique locations and find better and better loot, while also encountering other players and wild animals that you can attack. The goal is obviously to eliminate all other players, while carefully preserving your health and stamina, and managing your very limited inventory. Not everything you find loot-wise will be useful from the get-go. There are many crafting materials that can be used later to create some very sick and OP gear, and it's up to you to choose what you'll keep in your 6-slotted inventory. The game is really simple, you loot and attack with just one press on your screen, but there are so many micromanaging things in the game that make it so unique. Each character also comes with its very own ability and best weapon type to use, so choose wisely who you want to use. There are many characters, but most of them are on rotation, and you'll need to buy them if you want to keep them permanently. And that's how the game makes its money, it's not pay to win. A very solid system, I'd say. Also, I haven't mentioned how areas on the map open and close with the passage of time, similar to a Battle Royale game, to keep the players fighting as much as possible. Personally, I really enjoy the game. Its fast-paced style is really for me. If you also like what you hear and see, I highly recommend do check it out. Now, for something a little less fast-paced, Slapshot is a very silly multiplayer hockey game. It has a very interesting shooting mechanic. You slide your mouse as hard as much power you want in your shot. It's pretty difficult to master and I've personally found it difficult to operate. And I've had much more luck on the goal than in attack. Still, for the price of nothing, it's a really fun time waster that can be enjoyed much more with a party of 3. And that's pretty much it. Since the game is that simple, I really don't have anything else to say. What you see is what you get. Some may find it a little clunky, but it's worth a try no matter who you are. Now, I'd like to interest you in a fun old school point and click adventure. Station 7 is a good look at the past, with the usage of a very expensive menu of interactive options. It's a story of a man that finds himself trapped in a cellar with no knowledge of what's happening or how he found himself trapped there. While you explore more and more secrets in the room, you unlock more and more scenes that happen in a different time where you're visiting a psychiatrist. I won't give anything else story-wise, but the story is pretty good and has smooth landings. It's a very old school type of a point-and-click game in every sense of the meaning, and it's pretty challenging to uncover all the secrets and find all the items you need for your adventure. One thing's for sure, it's worth your time and it's a joy to play through, if you're a fan of old school point-and-click. The last game on the list is a Battle Royale. The Ark of Horizon is a rather interesting Battle Royale game with incredible 9 active weapon slots, like in an MMORPG. And that's not the only unique thing about it. You can also use a jetpack to escape very intense moments and navigate through the map quicker. Also, when you down an enemy, he can still escape. He can't use his weapons to finish you off, but he can try to escape with a jetpack. It's pretty easy to escape, if the enemy's aim is not accurate enough as well. Some very fun and unique mechanics that make this game feel worth playing, really. And that's all a new Battle Royale game needs. Unique elements to it, because without them, there are many other games already available for playing. I personally think the gunplay is pretty fun as well. You have 2 abilities that you can choose at the start of a match out of dozens. Choose one that fits you best according to your style of play. In the end, if you're looking for a new BR to play, look no further. Give it a try and see for yourself if it fits. And that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. My name is Cabron, and again, thanks for watching.